Good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing well. This is Dr. Tanuja and welcome to the video. You must have read the topic of today's video, which is how to break the habits. You know what made me make this video? Being a doctor, being into Ayurveda, we deal with so many patients from the college days, being a practitioner, being a lecturer, or dealing with so many kinds of things. We always have to deal with the patients which do not follow the lifestyle, or there are so many things which comes between the patient and the recovery, which is the habits. You know what, as we always say that medicine could not always be a treatment. Sometimes it is beyond that. I must say it is not sometimes, it is always beyond that, because I believe that just medicine can't cure a patient. In Ayurveda, there are so many concepts mentioned in the text, from maintaining the health of a healthy person and curative aspect of the diseases. Everywhere there are important role of habits, and today we are not going into a deep medical science kind of thing, but we are talking about habits. Since I was reading a book and I thought of so many things when I was going through that book and reading different concepts about the habit, and the book is Atomic Habit. You must all know about that. So in Atomic Habits, he said that you don't crave for the cigarette, right? You don't crave for the cigarette, but you crave for the feeling of relaxation you get after smoking that cigarette. Likewise, we all don't crave for the Instagram. We don't crave for scrolling the Instagram, but actually we crave for the feeling of satisfaction and enjoyment what we get after scrolling, after watching the different reels, after watching that comedy and entertaining content, right? I hope you're getting it. Likewise, there are so many habits that we do not crave for the thing to do, but we crave for that reward. We crave for the sense of satisfaction, sense of joy, sense of happiness, sense of relaxation, which we get after cigarette smoking, consuming alcohol, maybe hookah, or scrolling Instagram feed, or sleeping more, waking up late, and there are so many things. So we crave for that feeling, that reward. And you know, there is a secret to break those habits in that concept only. When we say that our brain craves for the reward which we get after that particular thing, after doing that particular thing. Likewise, if we think about the good habits, every good habit is tough to adapt, but every bad habit is very easy to adapt. We adapt like this, right? So whenever we deal with patients and we ask them to make few lifestyle changes, they felt that it is difficult. They can't do that. They can't quit smoking. They can't go for a walk. They can't sleep early. They can't change their food habits, and there are so many things. And then I realized that this concept may help them or many people to change their bad habits to good one and adapt new habits also. So what we can do is, one thing that I learned, that our brain like reward. Our brain like satisfaction, happiness, joy. And when we think about habits, we could think with this way, and there is another way as well. There are 3 layers of any change. You set a goal, you draw a process, and then you shift to the identity change, but very few times. We always go outwards in first we set a goal that yes, I have to quit smoking. But you know what? We set a goal, then we set a process to achieve that goal, that if I do those things, I'll achieve that goal ultimately. But we never think about our identity, and that's why achieving that goal, following that particular process becomes a difficult task for us, and we end up in failure. Now what you can do, if you set a goal and then you are thinking about the process, think twice before doing that. I'm going to tell you that you first have to think about your identity. We have to go inwards out. We have to think about our identity and we have to follow the process with that identity. Ultimately, you will reach towards your goal. Let's say a good example, scrolling the Instagram feed. You check into your phone, go to your Instagram, see how many hours you are using Instagram daily and what kind of content you are choosing to see, choosing to watch and consume. Are you doing a thing which is favorable with your goal, or are you watching content which is not in favor of achieving your goal? You will get your answer. Now, let's say if we have to change these habits to watching a good content and limiting an Instagram time, what you will do? You can do is, you have to give affirmations to your brain every day that I am a person who is focused about this goal. I have to achieve XYZ thing in life. You have to visualize your goals. Either you keep your vision board, or you can just visualize your goal and tell yourself that you are a person who want to achieve this goal, and you are a person that is going to avoid each and everything which is going against your goal, against your path to reach towards that goal. I am a person who is going to watch good content only on Instagram, which will help me to grow as a person, grow my skills and gain knowledge. You know, ultimately when you are telling yourself, your subconscious mind again and again and again that you are a person who is goal oriented, who are serious about your goal, who have to do those kind of things in life, I'm going to cut off my bad content or bad circle from my life which is consuming my energy, efforts or efficiency, and I am shifting towards a good version of myself. And if you are thinking like this, ultimately you will end up unfollowing the accounts which are toxic, which are entertaining, and you will end up following good accounts and good content on Instagram, right? So this is the way you can manage your Instagram wisely to gain good amount of content from that, and which will help you in the growth. And about limiting the time, what you can do is, as we all know, our brain likes reward. You just have to set a target that I have to complete this task. Say if you have to achieve XYZ goal, you have different activities for that, and for different activities you have multiple tasks. So say there is a 1 hour of chunk and you have to complete one task in this 1 hour, but you know, when we are continuously using Instagram, our brain crave for that feeling of satisfaction of scrolling Instagram and watching those reels. Your mind will start getting diverted, right? But what you have to do is tell your mind that you have to finish this task in 1 hour, and I'll give you 10 minutes of Instagram. And since you have removed all the illogical content from your feed, your brain will ultimately end up watching good content. This will limit your time as well, and this will help you to grow as a person to achieve your goals. And this was an example of an Instagram habit, but likewise you can apply this theory with each and every habit in your life. You can set a goal, you have to set the process, but first you have to work on your identity. You have to change your identity. You know what, before few days I was getting trained by a trainer, and I asked him a question that I have read this concept, but would you elaborate how can we work on our identity level? So he told me one good example that have you ever thought about that you don't need to tell yourself every morning to brush the teeth, or you don't have to tell yourself to take a shower or bath, right? that has been your identity since the childhood. Your mother taught you to brush your teeth and you're doing that whole life. This is the identity shift, right? So likewise, if we tell our subconscious mind, if we give affirmations a few days, after a certain period of time, that things will be your habit. Your mind will adapt that as your habit and it will become your identity. So give your mind good affirmation that you are a person that is going to achieve this. If you want to buy a Mercedes, say that I will buy a Mercedes. I will do this. I am a person who is having ability to achieve this. This will help you to shift your identity, and this will help you to scale up your process, to fasten your process to achieve your goal, and ultimately you will end up achieving your goal. This is the concept that you can actually implement in your lifestyle as well, and this will help you to recover better in every sense, in the sense of your health, wealth, education, entertainment, and everything. So if you are a patient or a person who is struggling with following good lifestyle, who is struggling with adapting good changes in life, do implement that things in your life and let me know how do you liked it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.